Hello students, welcome back in geography class of 6th standard. We are going to continue with the chapter number 5, minerals. Students, in previous class we have discussed non-metallic minerals, types of non-metallic minerals, organic minerals, inorganic minerals and distribution of minerals. Students, in today's class we will cover the topic like uses of minerals and conservation of minerals. But before we proceed further, I would like to take feedback of the previous topic through some questions. So first question is, what do you mean by non-metallic minerals? Number second, where do we find non-metallic minerals? Number third, what do you mean by organic minerals? Number 4. What do you mean by inorganic minerals? Number 5. What do you mean by fossil fuels? Number 6. Name any two areas where copper is found. And last number 7. Name any two areas where petroleum is found. I hope students, you all are able to answer all these questions. Students, we already know minerals are substances that we get from the earth's surface. Minerals have variety of uses. For example, iron and steel are used in cars or frames of buildings. Copper is used in electrical wiring and aluminium is used in aircraft and to make drink cans. And precious metal like gold, silver are used in jewelry. Now students, take out page number 59. Let's start reading from book Uses of Minerals. Almost everything we use, from a tiny needle to a towering building, is made up of minerals. Here tiny means small. Thus minerals are an integral part of our life. Here integral means essential. Students, this paragraph means that everything which we use is made up of minerals. From a tiny needle to a towering building means almost everything we use comes from mineral. In simple words, we can say that minerals are important part of our life. Next, following are some important uses of minerals. Now students, let's proceed with some important uses of minerals. Number 1. Minerals like silica, limestone, salt, etc. are used to make toothpaste. Number 2. Iron ore and many other minerals are used in various industries. Thus, they are very useful for industrial growth of a country. Number 3. Minerals are used in building houses, schools, offices, shops, etc. Students, minerals like silica, limestone, salt, calcium, etc. are used to make toothpaste, which play important role in keeping your teeth strong and clean. Same as iron and steel industries are the backbone for the industrial development. The most widely used industrial minerals include limestone, sand, gravel, iron ore, etc. Minerals are also used in buildings, houses, schools, offices, etc. Some of the minerals which are used here are clay, sand, bricks, tiles, etc. Now let's read next point, number 4. Some minerals like phosphate rock, potash, lime are used in fertilizers to enhance the agricultural productivity of the land. Here, fertilizer means a chemical or natural substance added to soil to increase its fertility. And enhance means increase. It means minerals like phosphate rock, potash, lime are used in fertilizers because these minerals directly affect the plant growth. Next, number 5, bauxite, ore of aluminium, is used in making aluminium foil and aeroplane parts. Copper is used to make electrical wires and sculptures. Sculptures means art of making statues by carving. Students, we already know that bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Aluminium is ideal for aircraft manufacturing because it is lightweight, strong, and allows an aircraft to carry more weight. Next, aluminium is used in aluminium foil, which is widely used in wrapping food materials. Last number 7th point is minerals like borax and calcite are used in making antiseptic soaps, medicines, etc. Students, borax is a white powder used in making of glass and as a cleaning chemical. And calcite is a common mineral, consists of crystallized calcium carbonate and it is a major constituent of limestone. And these minerals are also used in antiseptic soaps, medicines, etc. Now students, next we will discuss last point of this chapter is conservation of minerals. Here conservation means protection. Now let's start reading. As we know that the minerals are important for the development of every country. Thus, they need to be conserved in a proper manner. Minerals are limited and it takes millions of years for their formation. However, minerals are continuously extracted. Thus, it is very important for us to conserve them for the future generations. Students, here continuously means endlessly and extracted means taken out. Students, we already know that minerals are non-renewable resources. It takes millions of years for the formation of minerals. The rate of formation is much smaller than the rate at which the humans consume these minerals. So it is necessary to conserve these minerals for the future generations. Next, conservation of minerals refer to the use of minerals in a planned and sustainable manner. Students, mark this line. This is the definition of conservation of minerals. Here, sustainable means able to be maintained at a certain rate or level. Next, mineral resources should be used judicially in the following ways. Here, judicially means properly. Number 1, minerals, metals should be recycled. Number 2, technologies should be developed to explore and to use lower grade minerals as an alternate. Students, here explore means check out. And last, number 3, some alternative material should be used so that mineral resources can be conserved. Students, minerals and metals should be recycled because as we know minerals are non-renewable resources. Recycle is the collection and processing of unwanted material into Useful products. Use of improved and latest technologies to allow use of low grade minerals at low cost. People can conserve mineral resources by utilizing renewable resources. For example, using hydroelectricity and solar power as source of energy may conserve mineral resources such as coal. So students, by this we have completed this chapter. Now your homework is reread today's topic plus do discuss the following on page number 59 and do exercise 3rd long answer type questions, exercise 5 think and answer on copy plus do exercise 6 and 7 on book. Thank you.